Hello, listeners. Once again, this is Ador for Paranormal Stories. Hopefully, you guys like my last videos. Today, I'm going to tell you a horror story, a true horror story which will shock you. If you guys want to share your true experience, true story, you can share me it in my email. My email is in the description and also the screen. Let's start today's story. What happened? You are a landlord. You can do everything what you want. You are respectable, but you have done a thing that's make your life in hell. Today story is about a landlord in Bangladesh. This story is sent by one of my friend named Akhtar. I'm going to tell this story as he said to me. Think that I am Akhtar. It's a village. It's a village of Brahmanbaria. In that village there was a landlord. He was too much rich. This story is when the British came to Bangladesh to rule the whole Bangla and India. This story is about that time. The landlord family is quite big. Their house is also big. Let's describe their house. In that house there is a large corridor. There is around 15 rooms in one floor, and second floor also 15 rooms. Total 30 rooms. There is also a pond, and there is a big tree. There is a dancing room. There is a praying room, etc., etc., etc. The landlord has a daughter. Her name is Nirmala. She was quite smart. In that time, the rules was woman cannot go out to study, but study is compulsory. Her father took a teacher, and the teacher used to teach her daughter. The teacher was so much wise. He is also a paramedical doctor. He is also a homeopathy doctor. Her teacher was quite intelligent. He used to teach her in morning and also in evening. His teacher's name is Amjad. He was a teacher and also a doctor, and he owned some land. His son name is Selim. He used to drag the land and plant crops. One day her teacher brought him a book. The book is called about Romeo and Juliet. Nirmala was so much wise he completed the whole story within 2 or 3 hours. She doesn't know the outside of the area, she doesn't know everything because she was always stay in house. One day when his teacher used to teaching her, his teacher feels a pain in his heart. He was screaming. Then she called her servants. He told her that when all of the servants come to the place, she ordered one of his servants to go to his room and bring his son, and told his son that his father is sick. The teacher was too much sick. He felt so pain in his chest. He was telling her, "I will not be anymore. Please call my son." Then his son came. His son took his father to his room and gave him some medicine. But after passing 1 hour, his father died. Things are getting closed. Everything was closed. His medicine store was closed. Then his son tried to hold the business. He tried to work hard because in his family only the teacher and his son live in there. In the other side, Nirmala, the daughter of the landlord, she doesn't see any man. When she saw his teacher son, he fall in love with him. One day that boy Selim, its main teacher son, was teaching students in a big tree. He saw that a woman was watching him. When he go to there, the woman ran away. These things happened more than 3 days after. When it's 4th day, he went there and saw the woman was her father a student. From that day they used to talk together, they used to spend time together. But in that time, love matter wasn't very good. Everyone disliked love. One day, the landlord heard that his daughter loved the boy. Then the landlord was so much angry and came to his room and said to his daughter, "You will be married soon. Don't talk with that boy." Then Nirmala said, "No, I will. If I going to marry, I will marry Selim." His father was so much angry. His father said to his daughter, "Go to the room." Then he locked the door and said to his daughter, "You will be married within 2 days, so we stay in there." When her brother came to his house, he heard everything. He was very aggressive person. He called his servants, he called his armies and marched to that boy house. They got that boy Selim. They told Selim, "You need to leave this land and go away from here." My my sister my sister will not marry you. You can love to my sister. Then he said, I love your sister so much. You cannot do anything. In that time, Nirmala brother killed him. Killed him with gun. And he made a grave. He dig a grave and grabbed he grabbed the dead body in the grave. Then he went to his room and said his sister, your lover is no more in this world. I killed him bare my hand. So listen to me and get married to another landlord's son. They are coming tomorrow to see you. Don't do any bad behavior. If you do any bad behavior, you have already known I killed your lover. After hearing this, Nirmala was so upset. She was crying. In night, he heard a dream. In that dream, said to her, please come to me. I am in the branch of the tree. When he woke up, when she woke up, he saw there is a beautiful smell around his room. He was so much upset. She was so much upset, and she decided to suicide. So at that time they used lamp. By the help of lamp, he burned herself in the room. The landlord was so disappointed what happened. In that time, for his daughter dead, everyone knows that the landlord killed the boy too, because of they love each other. In British Parliament, two officers came to the village and set an inquiry branch. In that branch, they were guilty. In that night, they ran away from Bangladesh to Kolkata. After 6 years have been passed, the house was totally closed. No one is in this land. The case is dismissed. After 7 years, the son of the landlord used to came to Bangladesh to sold their land. When he came to his house, he can feel everything. He can feel the wall. He can feel that time he was too much upset and said to himself, what I have done. If I didn't did that in that time, my sister will alive and this house will be alive. This house is already dead. His assistant gave him 3 servants and told him, when you want to go out, you call this servant. After complete his dinner, he went to his room and go to sleep, but he can't sleep. He couldn't sleep because he was hearing some noise. Someone was dancing, someone was walking. He woke up and go to the corridor. He followed the sound. The sound was come to the next room where his sister was committed suicide. The room was totally closed and sealed. In the window, he saw that there is also some burning woods in there and a piece of cloth which was almost his sister, or when his sister committed to suicide, she wore that dress. She was scared. He was scared because she committed suicide, and the sound was came to that room. He ran to his room and he ran to his room and go to his bed. In that time he heard someone is running and someone is called his name. Brother, why you kill my lover? I'm stuck in here. You will save me. You can save me, but you couldn't. Why? He was so scared he cannot sleep. He shouted and called his servant. All of his servants come to the room and ordered them, don't go anywhere, stay in here. Everyone was woke up. No one can sleep in that night. In the morning, he was going for a visit. His assistant told him, don't go outside, sir, because this place is not you are not a landlord, you are no longer a landlord in here. He told his servant, you don't need to go with me, come with me, I will go alone. He was walking and he dreamed what he was done in that time when he was landlord sought in this land. He went to that big tree where he killed his sister lover. He saw the tree was so much big, and under the tree there was so much gold. There was a seat. He sat down and watching the whole area. One of a sudden he felt asleep and he slept. When he woke up, he saw that it was almost evening. Under the tree was too much dark. When he was watching, he saw a big man who is standing with a two cow. It's like he was digging the land. He used to go there, but when he went there, he saw that the entity was looked like that boy. He killed that boy more than 7 years ago. He was running in that time. The entity came to his side and threw him to his house. When he fell down in there, all the servants came and told him, what happened, sir? Why you are? Who threw you in here? He told his assistant. He told his assistant everything. I saw that boy. He told us, I saw that boy. His assistant said that when you all are went to the Kolkata, many people are trying to land. They're trying to build a house in their land, but they can't. In that night, because of they saw the boy. In that night, the landlord felt a very bad dream. He woke up and saw someone is running toward him. He saw a burning body, and the burning body said, daughter, everybody said, brother, come with me. Brother, come with me. Brother, come with me. she was her sister. He ran away. Then the burning body caught him, and he felt so much heat in there. It's so much heat. Almost his body is burnt. He went to his room and saw a shadow was run towards him. He lay down his bed and saw the boy in the balcony. The boy came and told after so many years I found you. Everyone tried to build a house in my land, but they couldn't because of me. I want to kill you, and you are in my eyes right now. I'm going to kill you right now. You kill me, and you also killed my lover. Then he cried and begged his life. He said that please don't kill me. In that time I wasn't in my sense. Please don't kill me. Then the shadow hold his hand and said to him, "Oh, why you killed me? Why you killed me?" He was so much scared, and he felt that the shadow is going away. The shadow is going away because it was morning. He felt asleep. When he woke up, he called his servant and called his manager. "I am going to Kolkata right now. He sold this house as soon as possible. Then bring every documents and money to send me to Kolkata. I will not able to stay in there. This house is haunted." Moral of the story: that house is still in Brahmanbaria. Thank you guys to give me this time. If you want to share me your experience, email me. My email address in description and also screen. Thank you guys. Thank you.